today because every time you take notes, you learn more in this business, and you are definitely a winner, right? All right, so if you notice, I put some papers on your table. There should be about 4 on every table. You guys can share. So pass your papers around. So if I pass around a bowl right now and ask you how many datings you wanted out of that bowl, what would your magic number be?
7.
7, 20, 10. You got to find out how many parties you want first before you get ready to start dating, don't you? If you don't have a goal of where you're going, how do you know when you get there? So figure out how many datings a week you can do. Look at your calendar, and then get on the phone. I love this, this sheet here is the 5 steps to dating conversations. So number 1, introduce yourself. Whenever I pick up the phone, I always say, "Hi, it's Susie, your Tupperware lady." Take ownership of them. Let them know that you're their Tupperware lady. Let them know that they're your customer, right? So take ownership of them. I always ask if I can talk to them. I always say, "Do you have a minute?" And they always say, "Sure, of course." If they don't, I ask them, "When's a better time to call you back?" And then I put it in my calendar. I schedule it like an appointment. So then I call them back later and I say, "Hi, you asked me to call you back at this time?" And then what are they going to say? They did, so you're doing it. So I ask them, do they have a moment? I remind them how I met them, whether it was a craft show, whether it was someone's party, whether it was out and about at the grocery store. I remind them how I met them. Now, every time I meet someone, I take a lead slip and I write down something personal about them. Did they have a little girl with them? Was she a cute little girl who was 2 years old? Did they have, were they buying roasted chicken from the grocery store? Can I teach them how to now make that at home instead of buy that? Were they buying a lot of produce? How did I meet them? Something about them. So when I call them back, even if it was they had a cold. So then when I call them back, I can say, "So Jennifer, how are you feeling? I remember you had a cold last week when I met you." And what's Jennifer going to think? "Oh my goodness, she remembered me." Right? We're now on that girlfriend level, aren't we? If I just go right into date a party with me, then she's going to think it's just a dating bid. I only called her for that dating. But if I called her and ask how she's doing, ask how her daughter's doing, ask how, she liked that roasted chicken the other night, and I'd love to show her how to make one in her own kitchen at home, she knows that I now care about her, right? So I always tell her the purpose of the call. I like to act excited. I don't care. He's coming around with her tickets, looking for note takers. The more you learn, the more you earn this business. When I call, I like to always act like there's a big special. It doesn't matter what the special is in Tupperware, and sometimes we get complacent and we think that the dating special of the week or the month, we've already done it for 2 or 3 weeks, so it's not that great, right? But the person that we're now talking to doesn't know what the special is. So we got to tell them every single time. "Oh my goodness, the news, whatever." Act like you just heard about it too. Because when we hear about these double host credits, we're real excited, aren't we?
Yes.
You got to capture that excitement and give it back to every person you talk to. So let them know the purpose of our call. Sometimes it might be we're in a dating marathon. Sometimes it might be I'm in a competition with my girlfriend to get the most datings, and I really want to know if you could help me out. Just let them know what the purpose of your call is. Now, number 3, what's in it for her? We all want to know what's in it for us, right?
Uh-huh.
She may think you're her girlfriend. She may like you. She may think you were funny. She may think you were nice. But if you don't let her know what she's going to get out of it, how is she going to, what does she want to do it for, right? You want to let her know what's in it for her and for her guest. A lot of times I'll tell them about what's in it for their guests too. Have you ever done that? The person's more excited about what their guests are going to get than they are themselves. Mm-hmm. If you always only say what's in it for the host, sometimes they're just going to say, "Oh, well, I can go buy that myself," or "I can whatever myself." But if you always mention in there as well what's in it for her guest, sometimes those people who like to give more to other people than they do to themselves are going to say, "Oh my goodness, you're right. My girlfriends would love to come and get whatever at a discount. They would love to come see that new recipe. They would love to come and see how to organize their pantry." Now you're providing a service to her friends and family. So number 4, what's in it for her friends? There you go. Okay, number 5, what she can expect and close the deal. Now, when you ask someone, "Do you want to do a party?" what's the first thing that pops in their head? No. Okay, no. Why? Why no?
Huge mess.
Work.
Huge mess.
Huge mess.
No friends.
Nobody's going to come, no friends. So if you let her know right up front exactly what to expect from you and what you expect from her, it puts her mind at ease, right? Because the number one reason why people say no to a Tupperware party is they think it's going to be a lot of work, and they're going to be sitting there with you and the Tupperware lady at the day of their party, right? So I always tell my host, let me let you know what I expect from you, and I'll tell you what I'll do for you in return, because I want to make sure this party is a success for both of us. So one thing I like to ask them is, how many chairs are in your living room? You guys tell me quickly. How many chairs do you have in your living room?
6.
6?
9.
Okay, not 9, but 6. You have 9 in your living room? You've got a big living room. That's big. Okay, well, 2 people are going to lay down at her house. But that normal person says 5 or 6, right? So we'll tell everyone, you're going to need a chair. I'm going to stand, so I'm going to be talking to you, but you're going to need a chair. So let's fill up your living room, and that's a party. If you tell them the average party is 4 to 5 people, it instantly lowers their stress level, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, I do the taste of Tupperware, so I tell them, and I don't want you to make any food. Lowers it a little bit more. If you do a set demo, just say, all I want you to do is 2 or 3 finger foods, and that's it. That lowers their stress level, right? If you tell them, I'm going to send out the announcements, I'm going to do a Tupper Connect online invite for you, and we're going to do a phone invite. I will do that for you as well. The only thing I need from you is I need your guest list, and I need you to personally call every person and invite them. That's it. So it doesn't sound like a lot of things, does it? If you give her this huge long list of things to do, and you get into all the, well, you have to have a party of 450, you give her too much information, and she's shut down. She's got that glazed look, doesn't she? So give her just enough information to get her excited, and let her know what you expect from her. Now, what if she says yes? Do you open your calendar up and say, pick any date? No. Because you're so happy that she's doing a party with you? Right? No. I like to give them a choice of a couple of dates. And every time I do, this is exactly what I say to them. And it's almost like routine. I ask them, Jennifer, do you want a weekend or a weekday? Weekday, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Tuesday?
Tuesday? Okay, so I've got this Tuesday open, and then next Tuesday, which is best for you? Next Tuesday? What time? Morning, afternoon, evening?
In the morning.
In the morning, it's like 8, 9 o'clock?
Oh, God, no.
10 o'clock?
Not even 10.
Now, the after supper demo is 2 hours, so give them time to drop their kids off at school.
Yeah. About 11.
Okay, 11 o'clock. So, and I go straight into that, and I tell and I pencil them in. Now, what happens if they say, that's way too soon, I can't possibly do that? Then I say, okay, I understand, but let me ask you this. When you call your girlfriends and ask them, do they want to go shopping with you, do you say, let's go shopping in 6 months? Let's go shopping in a month. Or do you say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to go shopping? And if you can go, guess what? You go. If you can't go, you don't go. The Tupperware party is the exact same thing. Those who can come will come. Those who can't can help you out by ordering online, booking a party, doing whatever they want, right? Now, we're going to invite everybody that you know, even people you think won't come. Neighbors, whatever. People you think don't even like you. We'll invite them, because you never know who's going to come to a Tupperware party, because they're always looking for Tupperware. So number one thing I hear all the time, I didn't even know you guys were still in business. And the host always says, you know what, you're right, I haven't seen you guys in forever. And I tell her, you're exactly right. The more times you can tell your host or your potential host they're right, the better. People love to be told they're right, don't they? Yes. So I say, you're exactly right. People say that to us all the time. It's the number one thing I hear. So your friends, family, and relative, even the ones you think will never come, we'll invite all of them, because you never know who's been searching for Tupperware, because everyone tells us that. So what if they say no? I make them say no to me like 4 or 5 times before I take no for an answer. Because if they say no, I go through the feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt that way before. But what I found is, and then I overcome their objection. If they say, well, I just don't know if I have enough friends. Well, let me ask you this. Who do you think will come? Well, my mom, my girlfriend, my sister. I said, you, me, that's 5. Let's do it. Okay, well, that one, okay. If they say, I don't have time. Oh, my goodness, I'm so glad you're busy, because people who are busy do the best parties ever. Mm-hmm. So you're probably going to be my best host. People love to hear they're the best, right? Mm-hmm. If they say no, and they continue to say no, I ask them, would you be interested in coming to a party? I know I met you over at Shannon's party, and her girlfriend Melinda was thinking about having a party. Would you come to her party? Well, sure, I guess I could. I'm still looking for more Tupperware, right? Okay, and we're also looking for Tupperware consultants. You know of anyone who would like to join the business? We have a $5 down deal right now. You can get $500 something worth of products for $5 down. If you know of anyone, let me know. And they're usually like, well, tell me more about that. So then I go into that a little bit more with them. And last but not least, make sure you always follow up. Have you ever had someone tell you they were going to follow up with you? And then you waited and waited and waited and they didn't follow up? My day planner is by the day and has by the hour. If they told me to call them back at 2 o'clock tomorrow, I write it in my date book. Because there's nothing worse than saying, hey, call me back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I'm free, and really wanting that person to call you back and them not doing it. So by you following up, even if you call them back tomorrow at 2 o'clock and they go, you know what, my son just threw up everywhere, this is not a good time. Okay, I understand. What time do you want me to call you tomorrow? Oh, call me at 3 tomorrow. Okay, call at 3 tomorrow. Oh, I'm in the pickup line at school, I can't do it. Okay, what time tomorrow? By the time you get them on the phone, even if it's 4 or 5 times, they feel so indebted to you, they will hold a Tupperware party and they will not back out. So if they've told you to call them back 2 or 3 times, don't get discouraged. We all are busy. You ever have a time where you're busy and then the next time you're busy and busy? So we're all busy. And be compassionate with them and know they're people too. And sometimes things happen, just keep on asking. Because no doesn't mean no forever. It means just no, not right now. Happy dating.